Hello, family. Straight away from Gezenga, Kenya to the world, your Antonixa channel. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Here we go. You know, doing nothing, that is doing nothing, having that time that you're doing nothing. Do you know the dangers or the impact it has to your body system? Let me talk about that. So, first, pause and reflect this question back to me. What do you do when you feel like you have nothing to do? Do you understand that? Take a look. Wow. You see that? Very beautiful weather after the rain has poured. It feels calm out here. So there are two things that do happen in your mind. One is that you either experience some extreme overwhelm in the brain, extreme thoughts on anxiety, worries, extreme thoughts on all the memories of the past and the attention that you are not given, that is focused on, start to scream back for your attention. That is worries, that is talk of the fears, anticipations, and all the unfulfilled promises that you had for yourself. Now, these things push on you. They have two impacts on you. They push on you and create that stress that you may try to reach out to many distractions which are surrounding us. Distractions are way near us in that they are at our fingertips and also near the doorsteps. Now, let me tell you one thing. Now, here in Kenya, you know, in Kenya we have very many delivery points in the nearest neighborhoods, whereby you may order something like maybe say pizza or rice, and before the end of your meal you feel like, okay, you need some more spices, or you need one or two. You may order, and before the end of that meal you have that delivery by your home. That is it. Yep. Because some improvements are here. You may bear with me, those who are coming from around, that is countryside, suburbs, and urban sides. Another thing is that when we have ourselves, that is when we are by ourselves, we tend to give ourselves distractions, like for example watching movies, involving ourselves in activities that maybe, if we may have an self audit, these activities have no direction, they have no impressive positive impact into our lives and into the situations we have as per that time. So what do we do? What do we do at that time? We are tending to distract ourselves from being with ourselves. That's what I'm telling you. The effects and the threats of doing nothing in the system, that is the body system. So that is wrong. We need to be ourselves. As I've also talked on my previous videos, is that life is there to be lived, not to perform, but to live. Most of us, we perform life. We tend to appear what we are not. We tend to surround ourselves with things which are not there to last, or maybe have that direct impact into our lives, but we tend to just camouflage, live a life that is just a mirage for the sake. Okay, let us go. These are two things that do happen when we are by ourselves doing nothing. One is that we go to the extreme of overwhelming, and number two now, which I want to talk about, is that we experience boredom. Have you ever experienced boredom? Let me know in the comment section. And what step did you take once you experience such feelings? And what is boredom according to your own interpretations? What is boredom? first? Let me see. The first one to answer, I'll pin your response. I'll pin your response at my comment section. So let's go. You experience boredom, and what do you do with this boredom? Still, you go back to the same remedy that most of us we do make during that first impression I've made on overwhelm. That is when you feel extreme overwhelmings on worries, doubts, fears. And in boredom, it goes right away to the extreme depth. Once you feel boredom, we may tend to numb the boredom, period. We numb it by maybe indulging into activities which to me, I describe them, or I interpret them to being distractions. For example, you may distract yourself by maybe watching a movie series, numbing your nerves by maybe indulging into, let me say, drugs. Yep. You may light that cigarette, maybe if you have. You may try to numb yourself with drinks, even soft drinks and caffeines, which are very sweet, I believe. But the intention is to deviate your system from the boredom you've interpreted to giving yourself something to do. These are distractions, because this is a motion without progress, without direction. Same, motionless. So let me know in the comment section. Talk to me. Have you ever come to terms with what I'm talking about here? Yeah, to me it has happened. All along, far way more. This has happened, and it's something that is not new to me. So I believe, being that human wants are universal, this has happened. So one remedy that I may have is that once you feel this kind of situation in our lives, we need to feel the ambience of the place that we are. We need to embrace. That is not loneliness. That is me time. We need to embrace that by making it fruitful towards us having a serene meditation and realization of the awareness of our being. That is what I believe. So you need to embrace that. Life is there to be lived and not to be performed. Let us not perform life, because the thresholds and the marking scheme for life is not with any human being. That is what I believe. Is with the creator of our being. Yep. So that is what I believe. Let me know in the comment section, what are your opinions about this, and have you ever felt, what do you feel once you're alone, doing nothing, just there with yourself? And what are the remedies that you have applied? Let me know in the comment section. I'll reach out to you and respond to most of your comments, and I'll pin the first comment at my comment section. Yep. Thank you guys for watching my video. I know it has an impact into your life. Please drop a like and subscribe to Tonixter channel. I can't wait to see you in my next video. Until next time, stay blessed. See you in my next video. Bye.